And joining me now is the chairman of the Democratic Party, Tom Perez. Mr. Chairman, welcome to the show, sir.
Always good to be with you, Chuck.
Let me start with a simple question. I don't know if there's a simple answer. How do you explain losing? How do you explain losing tonight if you come up short?
Well, you know, we're moving forward in Montana. What happened yesterday, Chuck, is indefensible. It's not only potentially criminal, but it's really conduct unbecoming a potential member of Congress. If you can't stand the heat, stay out of the kitchen. And the irony about that was that he was asked a simple question about the Affordable Care Act. It is indefensible, but there's no excuse for knocking the guy over. And we're working hard. You know, underdogs win. And Rob Quist, I talked to him a few days ago. Mm-hmm. He's working his tail off. I think we have some wind at our back. We've got the issues on our side. It's a state that Donald Trump won comfortably. And so he is undeniably an underdog. It's vote by mail, so a lot of people voted prior to when the assault took place. Right. At the same time, you know, again, this health care issue is very real because, you know, it's not just Democrats that have pre-existing conditions. It's people across the board. And what they're trying to do to tens of millions of people who rely on access to quality health care is right. Unconscionable and indefensible. So I hope they'll take that to the polls. And by the way, people can register as we speak. And I hope they get out there and register to vote.
But the reason I asked my question the way I asked it, which is you caught a break here at the end. A candidate gets exposed. It's a character test. He gets exposed in the last minute. But the question is whether the Democrats were there in time to take advantage. I know it's late here, but you look at the spending advantage. The Republican Congressional Campaign Committee has outspent the Democrats 3-1. The Republican PACs, including one led by Speaker Ryan, has outspent the Democratic PACs in this race 16-1. Your own organization would not tell us how much money you've spent, but the RNC has spent almost $1 million. The fact of the matter is, why didn't you guys take this race seriously earlier? You didn't. You have lately, but the money, you didn't put your money where your mouth is.
Well, Chuck, you've run campaigns, so you understand in the world of post-Citizens United, we're never going to match the Republicans dollar for dollar. That's why we need to overturn Citizens United, all the dark money that goes there and elsewhere. But I'm proud of what we've done. You know, we've had a digital team out there for some time. We've made significant investments, not only in the digital operation, but
so you don't acknowledge that you didn't jump in. You should have jumped in sooner. That if you guys come up 2 or 3 points short, you're going to sit there and say, boy, imagine if you actually took this race as seriously as you took Georgia 2 months ago.
Well, Chuck, you know, first of all, the polls aren't closed yet, and we are.
You still may win. There's no doubt.
I feel very good about this. And Chuck, you know, the reality is he should be up by 20 points because that's how things have happened in the past in Montana. You know, Karen Handel should be up by 20 points as well.
Well, wait a minute. The state has elected a Democratic senator. Not that long ago, the state had 2 Democratic senators. John Tester's been reelected twice. It is not a shock that a Democrat is competitive. I was shocked, frankly, Mr. Chairman, and this is more maybe a question directed to the DCCC. I was shocked at the lack of interest in the national party in trying to engage in this race sooner.
Well, I actually have great respect for Ben Ray Lujan, who has done a great job at the DCCC. And you know what? They have been on TV for some time. They have been, again, boots on the ground for some time. You know, when I ran my first race, I got outspent like 3-1, 4-1. And you know what? We spent smart. And we had both, I thought, a better candidate, better message, and you know, better strategy out there. And the grassroots support out there for Rob Quist is remarkable. Tapping into that through a lot of the digital investments that we've been making, because in a state as wide as and big as Montana, what you have to do is, you know, connect with people virtually, use all the digital tools you have, and I think we've been doing a pretty darn good job of connecting in that way. And again, I spoke with Mr. Quist a few days ago, and you know, as I've said throughout, you know, how can we be helpful? And I'm proud of the work we've been doing.
Mr. Chairman, thanks for coming on. Appreciate you coming on and sharing your views.